Back in 2016, my mother kicked me out of our home. Ever since 2017, I've been healing and focusing on how to be a forgiving, positive person. Everyone throughout some point in their life will face hardships. By dealing with this situation with optimism and forgiveness, one would be surprised by a lot of the outcomes that they can control in their everyday life. From being influenced at such a young age by my Navajo culture to growing up in harsh environments and learning how to deal with these stressful situations with calmness and collectiveness, you can learn a few personality traits about myself and possibly pick up on some for yourself. Growing up at such a young age on the reservation, I definitely realized that a lot of these relationships I hold and the art that I see is influenced by this Native American culture. Through sudden realizations, I realized that life is full of learning and forgiving experiences. On my grandmother's land, we definitely had to take care of the animals and the gardening that she did on there. Even though it was stressful, we bonded and we were learning, and little did I know that we were learning as well. Going on the reservation and going to peyote sweat meetings or squaw dances as well with my auntie, we would help clean or cook. And I knew how to do neither, but going to these so often, I picked up on them. And it was great. Being so young, being dressed up in traditional garments definitely gave me an appreciation as well. Having the turquoise jewelry, the moccasins, the Indian bun, it definitely gave me an appreciation and respect for my culture, as well as the people who were helping me get ready. A lot of that appreciation and respect, I think, carries into the art and relationships I have with other people. Back in 2016, my mother kicked me out of our home. For about a year, I ignored her because the incident was a little traumatic for myself. I blamed her for the divorce that her and my dad had, and I blamed her for kicking me out. Even though a year had gone by, my mom never gave up on me or the relationship we had. She loves and forgives regardless of any situation, and I admire that. I realized I was being selfish, childish, and rude, and I did not want this relationship to carry on like this, so we made it better. Learning how to deal with such a stressful relationship, that it was something that was out of my control, that it was just something that had to come naturally, definitely taught me patience and calmness. That patience and calmness, I think, has translated into the things that I have done now since that was so recent. One of the things I like to do as well is sketching. Taking my intro to architecture, I realized that I would have to learn how to sketch. I have an inept artistic ability, to be honest with you. I cannot draw. But not scaring myself from taking my intro to architecture class, I decided to buy sketch paper and pencils, doing my sketch step by step, slowly, and checking with my professor. He mentioned to me that he enjoyed my shading and my outlining, and he said I could keep going and I'll only get better. By the end of the semester, I sent him my sketchbook because it was a project that we had to do, and he had nothing but good remarks to say, and it made me feel good because I knew that I did put in all my effort, and it definitely showed. Consequently, learning how to deal with such stressful relationships with calmness and collectiveness and optimism has helped a lot in my everyday situations.